Welcome back to Ace Attorney Phoenix Wright trilogy, where in the last video we was doing some investigation about the murder of Jammin Jack, whatever his name is. Basically he's a ninja who, Jammin Ninja, that's his name is. Basically he likes to play guitar instead of a ninja. But anyway, we ran into a few interesting characters like Angel Andrews and we found out some of her secrets. And now we are going to the courtroom and try to cross-examine, I guess, Wendy old bag. So with that being said, grab a snacks, grab a drink, because Detective Reaper is coming to save the day. Adrian did it? That's what it looked like. Dude, no way! That woman couldn't do anything like that. In court today, there will be a amount of evidence that will implicate you. Amount of evidence? I'm certain there's someone out there trying very hard to pin this whole thing on you. Please, Mr. Lawyer. Dude, like I said yesterday, I'm refreshing like a spring breeze, alright? I can't let any sort of scandal ruin that. I understand. Well, it's almost time. Oh. Mia. We must get a complete acquittal today. I know. But I can't focus on my situation right now. Or Pearl's either. No matter what, I have to focus on winning this case by the end of the day. Indeed. Well, let's get going. Oh. It's him. This is right.
Good morning. This is it, Mr. Attorney. The day of the trial.
Maya, she's on, right?
Well, when I checked on her earlier this morning, she seems a bit, how shall we say, tired? Don't worry, people don't die that easily. Besides, what you really should be concentrating on is winning today's trial. For my sake as well as yours, you must win today's trial. Which is why I sent you a little present this morning.
Present? What in the world would you want to give me?
You'll figure it out once the trial starts, and even if you don't like my gift, I expect you to be graciously accepted and win the day contest, if you please.
Wait. The Kidnapper sent me a present? Mr. Lawyer, dude, who was that? No one. It has nothing to do with you, so forget you heard anything. Dude, did you know just get longer? March 22, 10 a.m. District Court. Oh, somebody's missing. Court is now in session for the trial of Mac and Gordon. Are the prosecution and defense ready? The defense is ready, Your Honor. Oh. I said, Mr. Wright, what happened to Miss Von Karma? I don't know, Your Honor. Why are you getting mad at me? Your Honor. Please be quiet, bailiff. Court is in session. If you must tell me something, please keep it brief. Now then, what is it? Prosecutor Von Karma has... This morning, Miss Von Karma was shot by an unknown gunman. What? Shot? Oh boy, that must have been...
Somehow, I think this is the present that man was talking about.
His present?
Ms. Von Karma is one of the top prosecutors in the country at the moment. If she were to disappear, it would be to your advantage.
This is totally insane. Yeah, it is. I mean, damn, she's coming in with shooting folks. Miss Von Karma, is she alright? I don't know how. I don't have the answer to that. She's alive and in stable condition. That's good. Ew. Yeah. I thought he'd show up. Edgy. Your Honor, due to the circumstances, Miss Frances Von Karma cannot appear in court today. I, Miles Edgeworth, aka Edgy Boy, will be taking her place. The prosecution is ready, naturally. Edgy's back. Miss Von Karma was shot in her right shoulder and is currently undergoing surgery. Luckily, I have looked at this case over and familiar with the details. The prosecution seeks to prove the guilt of Mr. Martin Guard.
The court acknowledged the prosecution?
Right. I finally found the answer I was struggling for on my long journey this past year. Oh no, not that. Wait again. By the time this case comes to an end, you too will know the answer. Now then, the prosecution would like to call this first witness. Please bring Detective Gumshoe to the witness stand. Witness, your name and occupation. My name is Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm a detective down at the precinct, for now.
For now?
After this trial's over, I'm supposed to turn in my badge, sir. Detective Gumshoe? The prosecution has no need for the person's witness. Lift your head up and face forward like a proud soldier, Detective Dick Gumshoe. Yes, sir. Now, let's have your testimony. If you want to explore the various facets of this case, we must start with that.
Get ready, Phoenix. This is going to be one very rough fight.
Yeah, he will have to be Edgeworth as my opponent. The answers he was struggling for, interesting. Show me this answer you finally found, Edgeworth. Bare facts of the case. Alright, looks like we cross-examine Gumshoe. See what he has to say. This murder happened after the Heroes Award ceremony, sir. The victim, Juan Corrida, was found dead in his hotel room. After looking into the cause of death, we believe he was definitely murdered, sir. At first, we thought there was something suspicious about the empty guitar case. However, we later found out that the guitar case had nothing to do with the murder.
After the award ceremony ended, the victim was alone in his room.
Yes, sir. Both the victim and the defendant were alone in their room, sir.
I see, Mr. Wright. You may begin your cross-examination.
Alright, let's try to find something out of him. The murder happened in Harry. Let's see. Let's hold that. Would you please give us a brief timeline of what happened after the ceremony? Okay, pal. The ceremony started at 6 p.m. It ended around 8 p.m. and then there was a short break. A special post-ceremony show was supposed to start in the lobby 30 minutes later. And that's when the victim body was found, correct? Which is to say the murder occurred during the 30-minute break period?
Please continue with your testimony, Detective.
The victim, Juan Corrida, was found in his hotel room. How you found him? The person who discovered the body was Adrian Andrews, correct? Yeah!
Who is this Adrian Andrews you're talking about?
She's the defendant, Martin Guard Magic. She's a really pretty lady, sir.
Ah, so she's a pretty lady. I wonder if she graced us with her presence.
When the pro-ceremony show was about to start, she went to get Miss Guard. After finishing the show, she next went to the victim room to get her for the show, sir.
I see. And that's where you found the victim body.
After looking up to the cause of death, we believe it was definitely murder, sir. Pretty much, right? The cause of death. Wasn't that because Mr. Reed was stabbed in the chest? Only a careless amateur would believe something so pretty as that, pal. Take a good hard look at the crime photo. Now, a real pro attention will be drawn here to this bandana.
Banana?
This bandana, sir. The thing is wrapped around tight around his neck, sir.
Ah, yes, I see. It's banana shaped bandana.
Damn, what about the knife?
It seems to be stuck in the victim's chest on purpose after this dirt. We have a crafty murder on our hands here.
Alright. At first we thought there was something suspicious about the empty guitar. What's suspicious about it? And why do you think that? Because it was empty, pal. The Jammin Ninja doesn't go anywhere where his burnt red guitar. And we couldn't find it anywhere to see the crime.
Oh, then how about this theory? If Sam really wanted a guitar and didn't require to get it, how's that?
We thought that too, but... The only fingerprints on the guitar heads were the victims. Only the victim? Huh.
I see. So how much of my theory then?
However, we later find out that the case had nothing to do with the murder. What convinced you it has nothing to do with the case? The guitar wasn't at the Gateway Hotel that night.
Well then, where was it?
The brick red guitar was eventually found at the TV studio. The victim, Margarita, has apparently only taken the case with him, sir.
So you mean he's got to put the guitar inside the case?
Yes, sir. Even he was on stage for ceremony, he didn't have his guitar. So that guitar case was empty even before he got to the hotel. Yeah, that's right. So it really had nothing to do with the case after all. I believe that's enough. First, the victim was choked to death with his bandana. Then, after the victim was dead, the killer deliberately stabbed him with a knife. Which brings me to my next point. Why did the police arrest Mr. Garden? Because there was reason enough to suspect him? Here he comes. Looks like Edgeworth back in full swing.
Very well, Detective Gotcha, please testify about this matter.
Yes, sir. Why'd arrest him? Man, God and Margaret was huge fight with each other. They each thought of the other guy in his way that motive enough in my book. As for the evidence, that's a Jammin Ninja button. It was ripped off the ninja costume and found in Miss Akata Hakima. The defendant's fingerprints were also all over the knife. The defendant pulled the knife from the crime scene, which makes it a premeditated murder. I don't know about that.
So the defendant's fingerprints were found on the knife used in the stabbing?
It was sort of a sticker on the handle, so the fingerprints came out pretty clearly, sir. There's the knife, blood, and got in the grip, graveyard, what is engraved. And there's his button.
That was found in the defendant's clothes, was it? And is this button also covered in blood?
Yes, and we know that the blood is the victim's blood, sir. What? Alright, that's into... Alright, skip it.
All of this points very clearly to the defendant, doesn't it?
Yes, it most certainly does, Your Honor. Ready to give in yet, right? Huh, I'll find a hole in your argument somehow. You can press as hard as you like, just hurry with your usual pointless questions. Alright, cross-examine. Matt and Guard were great was used driving each other. Okay, that sounds about right. They each thought of the other way was in his way. That's more than enough in my book. Yeah. Wait just 1 second here. Mr. Algar was beating Mr. Corrida in a popularity pose? Well, yeah, I guess, but... Which means that in the defendant's eyes, the victim was not a robber at all. Which means he had no motive to kill at all.
Yes, I quite agree. Well, detective?
It's not, well... I guess if you put it that way, then yeah. The defendant had no motive. Detective, I'm beginning to see why you were fired. What? No, not you too, Miss Edgeworth, sir. Yes. I look forward to your pension negotiations.
Damn.
No!
Now, detective, let's continue with the testimony.
No, not my poor pension too. Detective, if you value money, I suggest you proceed. Yes, sir. We can talk about our pension later, sir. Man, what about I was saying? Hello, anyone? Dang, they going after you hard. As for the evidence, there was a Jammin Ninja button. How about that? Do you have any proof the button belongs to the victim? Huh? What do you mean, pal? Oh, let me put it this way. I'm asking you if you have any evidence to back up your claim that this button was ripped off the Jammin Ninja costume. Huh? But can you tell by looking at it? And the victim's blood is on it. Anyone could have smeared their blood on it afterward. Miss Edgeworth, help me, sir. Alright, I knew he had to be a piece of evidence. Now, to reel this one in. Thread. Huh? The butt was attached to the costume by thread, obviously. And that thread snapped when the button was torn off. If you match up the ends of the thread to the costume with the thread on the button, it's a perfect match. Yeah, that's a perfect match, pal.
There's extra for you, never misses a beat.
It was rough though, it was found in Scar Hakimon. Really? How you got in that Hakimon then? When was the button found? Pretty soon after the button was found, we rounded up everyone who knew Mr. Kurita. And then we did a search on them. That's where we found the button.
So it was almost immediately after murder?
The police didn't have free time to lollygag and play tricks, unlike some people. Hey, what's he trying to say about me? The defendant fingerprints was also all over the knife. Oh, shoot. How were the fingerprints arranged on the knife? Huh? What do you mean, pal? By examining the fingerprints, you can determine how the defendant held the knife. For example, did he hold it normally or overhand? Oh, is that what you mean? Well, we didn't have actually think of that. I can't believe the bumbling of this department. Hopeless, were you paying attention to testimony right? The defendant's fingerprints was all over the knife. There's no way to determine how the knife was held at the moment of the murder.
So the defendant, the owner of this knife, then?
The detective bought the knife from the prosecutor to make it a premeditated murder. Interesting. There's no way this was a premeditated murder if he bought the knife. Sorry, pal. This isn't some pocket knife. It doesn't fold, so it's not great for walking around with it either. Well, this is not good. If the prosecution can't prove it was premeditated, we're done for.
Phoenix?
Yes?
There's something very interesting about what the detective just said now. Think carefully before it's too late.
A button covered with the victim blood and a knife with engraved fingerprints.
Be grateful. If the judge was more rash, he would already powered his gallery closing.
We're still in the world of trouble.
Well, before the battle, you must find your enemy weakness. So let's find a witness in his testimony, no matter how smart it may be, okay, Phoenix?
Alright, let's get it. Let's go back to, he said something that was interesting. It was ripped, no, it's not ripped though. The fingerprint is all over right, yes. The defendant bought the knife for the garage to which they pre. Okay, here's the thing. Got a question for you. How you open this thing? Press option tab. Alright. If the knife was bought in, for example, then why would it have the engraved reading of clear water? Sir? Wait a second. What? So the basis of your argument is this was a premeditated murder, that is simply that my client bought a knife beforehand? That's right, pal. The defendant did not buy this knife. Who? Take a good look at the handle of this knife and you'll see what I'm talking about. Who?
He has a Gatewater seal sent to the handle.
Gatewater? I think I heard that name somewhere before. Oh my god, now you about to double detective up there. That's the name of the hotel, the Gatewater Hotel. Uh-oh. The murder knife was actually property of the hotel, which means this murder was not premeditated. Yeah, that's right. It sure was premeditated.
Yes, that's very true. This is a very big...
Hit.
What is it, Mr. Wright? I mean, Mr. Edgeworth.
I'm sorry, but the defense is simply too careless. What? I think whether the crime was premeditated or not has already been determined. How so? I'd admit this knife is hotel's property. There's no one currently on the police force that's dumb enough not to realize this. Well, we got one right there. But I didn't know. Oh, the question is, where did this knife come from?
What? Why is that obvious? This came from the room, Mr. Corrida room.
Sorry, Your Honor, but that is incorrect. The victim ate his last meal before he was murdered, with that being the case. I would like to draw the court's attention to what is on top of the table.
There's a knife and a fork on the table. Then, where in the world did this knife come from?
If it pleases the court, I would like to recall the room of the defendant, Mr. Mattengard. Oh, sure. Especially what's on top of his table. There is something missing. Perhaps it is a single knife. We investigated the leftover dishes for fingerprints, and while we were investigating, we came to the conclusion that Mr. Mattengard's knife was missing. Mr. Nagor has gone to the victim room with the knife he had used during dinner. Why would he carry a knife on a visit? To kill, of course. And with that, I believe the prosecution has proven that this is a premeditated murder. Damn! I hate you, Edward. I mean, Edgy.
Amazing, Mr. Edward. Absolutely brilliant and brilliantly clear deduction.
It seems that Edward had this planned out from the very beginning.
This must be one of those traps. I just walked headlong into it.
A murder weapon with a fingerprint and a button from the victim costume. There is quite a sizable amount of evidence here.
I can safely say that any further deliberation is a waste of your time, Your Honor. Although, I wouldn't mind if the defense were to present evidence not yet shown on to the court. Evidence not yet shown?
He means evidence that the court hasn't seen yet. In other words, new evidence.
What does the defense have to say about this, Mr. Wright?
Well...
Phoenix, the judge is in favor of the prosecution right now. If we answer with something wrong here,
that gavel will be his will and be rained out the sound of our defeat.
Mr. Wright, do you have something important and necessary to present to the court?
Yeah, I guess so, yeah. There's one. One piece of evidence that catches my attention. Something that this court has yet to see.
Mr. Wright, I will say this one more time. I do not feel this trial needs to continue at all. However, I am giving you one chance, and only one.
What the judge saying, right? Is don't try pulling one of your usual bluff here. If I mess up, it's curtains for all of us.
You may now present one, and only one piece of evidence. God dang!
Alright.
Now then, what is this important evidence that you must show to the court?
This glass right here, I guess.
Take that! This is a wine glass, isn't it not?
Please look at the photo of the crime scene one more time. The scene left a mess because of the victim's struggle against his assailant. The vase is broken, his makeup is all over the floor. These were all things that was at one point sitting on top of the dresser.
Well, yes, I see your point.
However, this glass that is sitting on the top of the dresser is mysteriously untouched. The only thing that had not fallen over along with everything else is this wine glass. This piece of evidence is more than strange enough to warrant further consideration. Well, what do y'all have to say?
Well, yes, it is a little peculiar.
Yes, isn't it? I thought it was.
You can stop looking at me with those puppy dog eyes of yours now. Mr. Edgeworth?
What is it, Your Honor?
Your opinion?
You don't need my opinion, because there was no special meaning to that glass. What? It's safe to say that the glass was set there after the crime took place by the person who discovered the body, Adrian Andrews, for example. She could have easily been so shocked that she set the glass down without thinking.
That does sound very plausible, Mr. Wright.
Could Miss Andrews really have set the glass down without thinking? Oh shoot. Could Miss Andrews really have set that glass down without thinking? I'm gonna say there's no way. If I appear weak here, the trial is over. I can't look for proof later. For now, I should trust my instinct and point with certainty.
They just may fall for it if we don't provoke enough.
The defense would like to challenge the prosecution theory. We would like to see something prove that it was Miss Andrews who set that cup on the table.
You turn the situation on his head yet again as usual. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have any proof to back up your claim?
There's no way he has any. He's just bluffing. Unlike Mr. Wright, I never say anything unless I have the evidence to support it. What? Oh no. You're not thinking hard enough today, right? Did you think this wine glass escaped my notice? Then, of course it has authority inspected for fingerprints. Fingerprints? There's only one set of fingerprints left on this wine glass.
Only one? Well, who are they?
They were not the victims nor the defendant, rather, they were one of on Adrian Andrews. What? Wine glass. That is why I say that the person who had discovered the body had left it there. Are we done here, Mr. Wright? I can't believe I fell to another trap. Miss Andrews was probably holding the glass when she went to see Mr. Corita. But upon seeing his dead body, she was stunned and set the glass down on the dresser.
What you just said makes a lot of sense.
Well, actually, it don't make a lot of sense because if you see somebody murdered, you don't just place a glass there just like that. You'd be more shocked. Most likely, you'll drop the glass. So, just. Now, do you see it right? You can't change any part of my scenario. It explains everything all too well. I thought long and hard this past year about what it means to be a prosecutor. And from here on out, I will show you the answer I have come to discover.
Wait a second, Mr. Edgeworth. I think the prosecution have provided enough evidence for me to enter my verdict.
Unfortunately, I can't allow you to pass judgment yet. The prosecution have yet another witness we would like the court to hear from. Another witness? Yes. Bailiff, please bring the next witness.
What in the world is Mr. Edgeworth thinking?